All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benjamin, and I'm the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, one of the methods where they take do wuru-wuru, in fact, the safest method where they take do wuru-wuru for presidential election for Nigeria, now reduction of votes. So, in a situation where a candidate is supposed to win in a state, he's sure to win in the state, they will allow him win in that state. But what they will do is that they will reduce the number of votes with which he won, thereby reducing the margin where he take past other candidates. But they will still give him his deserved victory in the state. And that one will calm his supporters and make them feel good. At least I won the state for my candidate. This reduction of vote method is what was expected of Wike in Rivers State, to reduce the votes of His Excellency Peter Obi, but in Congo scatter everywhere. Now, when this reduction of votes is done to that candidate in all the states, you realize even with all the victories the candidate has had, by the time they compile the total result, he will not win the election because a lot of his votes have been illegally removed. And this brings me to the debate on the actual figure with which His Excellency Peter Obi won the presidential election in Lagos State. But before I break that down, let me quickly show you this video of the Labour Party leader who was invited to the PDP meeting in Bauchi State, and he ended up mocking PDP in front of Atiku and everybody. Very funny video. Watch am yourself.
The leader of the Labour Party is here, so we'll want to allow him to speak to us for 2 minutes.
Your Excellencies, particularly the presidential candidate of the PDP, let me stand on the already established protocols. I bring you warm greetings from the Labour Party and to thank the PDP because of you, we are here. If the PDP did not make the mistakes it made, probably the 35-strong member elect of the Labour Party in the coming 10th Assembly would not have been. So thank you.
You don't hear Amba? And we all know what the mistake was. The failure to field His Excellency Peter Obi as their presidential candidate. You know, PDP thought Peter Obi was just a running mate to Atiku. They thought he was just another politician. They didn't know that he had actually won the heart of the people. The common man had already sworn to stand with him in that election. And that was how, from the get-go, everybody knew that PDP were just joking. Even all these ones where they do election petition, they go tribunal. People just want them to be there so that the ginger go day on. But they know who is really challenging the results. Now let's get to the issue of the debate of the actual result with which His Excellency Peter Obi won in Lagos State and even places like PLATEAU State. Now, when the Lagos State presidential election result was announced and Peter Obi was declared the winner, a lot of people started rejoicing. Peter Obi has won Lagos, Peter Obi has won Lagos. But some people, particularly people who were on ground, started raising some issues about the figures. Because it was said that Peter Obi won with 582,454 votes. He was closely followed by APC, who had 572,606 votes. Now, this leaves the margin with which Peter Obi won at just 9,848 votes. That is less than 10,000 votes, which is honestly very inconsequential in a presidential election. The people who were on ground started saying they expected a wider margin than that, to the point that one of the PDP guys in their situation room confirmed that the margin was far more than that. And as time went on, we began to hear results in the region of 700,000, 800,000, 900,000, and we're like, wow, And just yesterday, the issue came up again. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Now, it is claimed that His Excellency Peter Obi actually had 983,069 votes in Lagos compared to APC's 155,501 votes in that same Lagos. And that will leave the margin at 827,568 votes. That's the margin. That's getting closer to 1 million. And you think about that, what is the difference between his total votes and that of APC? And he's having this margin in Lagos, 827,568. Now, a lot of people will come out to dispute it and say that may just be propaganda. That may just be figures that somebody put out there. But the interesting thing is that His Excellency has brought the forms EC8 to the tribunal. These forms contain the original results from all the polling units. And the judges have accepted those forms. They've accepted the ones of Lagos. They've accepted the ones from Plateau State. They've accepted from Edo State. So, the whole vote reduction method that was used, or that was believed to have been used, that was alleged to have been used, everything is down here in the open. Make we sit down, count them. That's why people are saying, why are INEC lawyers opposing it? Everybody's signature dey on top these forms. EC8, INEC una sign am, all the parties sign am. Why we go come dey oppose am? No need to oppose am o. May we leave am, may dem counter. Abeg. And in other news, one of the spokesmen of Buhari, Garba Shehu, we haven't heard from him in a long time. And now he's coming out boldly to tell us that he has visited Buhari in Daura after Buhari left office, and that his business, his assets have remained stagnant. His business have not grown in 8 years, and even his cows and his sheep, the ones that he said are better than Nigerians, he said they have not even increased. Not a single one has added in 8 years. Oh, first of all, is that a proud thing to say? That a man has a business is running for 8 years and the business is stagnant. He said even his cattle stagnant for 8 years. These were some of the lies that Garba Shehu and his likes peddled in 2015 when Buhari was gunning for the seat. Said that this man does not have anything. He does not have any house. No house anywhere. No foreign account. So Buhari was a squatter. He was squatting with you, the former head of state. These were some of the lies they peddled. And now he's saying for 8 years, his business remained stagnant. Even his cattle did not give birth. Okay, is it the same cattle, the same cows that were there before he came to office that are still there now? That means those cows now go on they reach 20 years. They go on they reach to play under 20. Because I don't understand how cow no go born. Does he have, what kind of cows does he have? And if you see the tweet reaction, Nigerians came angrily. Check out some of the tweet reactions. This one said, your boss operated a sterile business, just as he led Nigeria stagnant in everything. He is a stagnant failure and you contributed to it. Congratulations in stagnant failure. This one said, Buhari, so for 8 years, the cows didn't give birth for 8 years, neither did any die. No wonder he was able to take Nigeria back to 1965. This one said, una allow a man from Niger to come to Nigeria and steal money in the name of Buhari. He has finished his mission and he will return back. And this particular tweet said, same as the Nigeria he touched for 8 years, Nigeria gained a huge setback and division, worst in history. Buhari is just like the name Jabez in the Bible. Check the meaning of the name Jabez in the Holy Bible. Hey. And this tweet said, This man isn't actually a wise fraudster. The lies can easily be detected. I'm telling you, these lies can easily be detected. How can 8 years, cow no born, cow no die? Haba, haba. And when I think about all these things, I look at how terrible this country must have been governed. I mean, the things that we don't even know about, the ones that we see, prices of goods and services, the dilapidation in infrastructure, the backwardness of the educational system and all the other systems. Those are the ones we see. How about the ones that we are not seeing? Because these folks don't rate Nigerians at all. For somebody to come out and be saying this kind of nonsense, say for 8 years cow no born, e no die. Hi! Now God, now he go help us for this country. Anyway, I've said enough. Now money be this. Make I leave everybody. Make we comot, go do wetin we wan do. I will still bring you more updates later. But for me to be able to bring you updates, I need to enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here. So don't go away.